Dragon boats and zongzi. When you see these, you know what time of year it is, right?
That's right. It's the Dragon Boat Festival. We'll be talking about that and more in today's show. I am Natalie So.
And I'm Andrew Ryan. Let's check out what's on our radar.
Taiwan's new indigenous advanced jet trainer, the Brave Eagle, took off on its inaugural flight on Monday. The plane is among the world's most advanced fifth-generation trainer aircraft. The military aims to have 66 units delivered by 2026 to replace older trainer aircraft. With temperatures soaring to record highs this week, Taiwan Power Company says the nation's power usage was the highest so far this year. Air conditioners are a big reason for this. The company suggests using curtains to keep out the sun and setting the temperature to no lower than 26 degrees Celsius. In the run-up to the Dragon Boat Festival, the Tourism Bureau is showcasing 130 tourist sites across Taiwan that are accessible for people who use wheelchairs and people with limited mobility. These sites include scenic spots like the peaceful Liu Lake in Hualien and Taidong's grassy Luye Highlands. And under the radar this week, it's two graduation ceremonies unlike any other. A school in Hualien is making its students work for their graduation certificate. A series of athletic events culminates in a mini recreation of the grueling final test that Taiwan's elite frogmen undergo. Another school in Ilan is sending its kids out to sea for graduation, or should we say bon voyage, as they embark on the next leg of their journey.
It's time for our words of the week. Andrew, ready to guess?
Yes. Holiday. Prism Pride.
That's right. It's times like this during the holidays where we have a lot of pride in our culture and our food. Also, we have two special guests on who exude Taiwanese pride. They are the first Taiwanese American Miss Asian America, Stephanie Lin, and the founder of TaiwaneseAmerican.org, Dr. Tsai. They're going to be playing a brand new game we call Taiwan Face Off. It's a lot of fun, so do stay tuned for that.
Can I add something to your word?
Yes.
Did you know that June is often considered Pride Month for the LGBTQ community?
I had no idea.
And so this year, actually, Taiwan usually has Pride in October, but this weekend they're going to have a little parade, and it's going to be the only one in the world.
So all kinds of pride going along,
That's
right?
right.
Going around.
Absolutely.
Right.
You ready for my word?
Sure.
All right, let's have a look.
Time.
Time. Do you know, whenever we have a holiday, I always think about the passage of time. And
it's so deep, Andrew.
I know. I try to be deep sometimes. But it's interesting because we're already halfway through the year. But yet the pandemic seems like it's slowed time down. So it's kind of like this weird play between fast and slow. But also two things to keep in mind. We do have two stories that are very closely related to time in today's show.
That's right.
The eclipse, which you have had to have seen at just the right time, which, spoiler alert, I didn't see. And the other thing is the Dragon Boat races that are coming up this weekend. We're always looking for who has the fastest time.
Great. All right, let's put these on the shelf.
Joining us now in the studio is Leslie Liao. Now, Leslie, over the weekend, we sent you out on a mission.
That's right. I had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so I drove down to Chie City in southern Taiwan, and I brought back footage for y'all.
Awesome. Let's check it out.
They say it's going to be 195 years before it happens again, an annular solar eclipse. But only certain parts of Taiwan will see the characteristic ring of fire. The phenomenon happens when the moon blocks out 99% of the sun, leaving only a bright orange outer ring. The night before I leave, people are still clamoring to buy the special eyewear needed to view the eclipse. As I drive down on Sunday morning, cloudy skies are threatening to ruin the show. But by 2:44 in the afternoon, when the event begins, the clouds have thinned. The first vestiges of the moon's shadow become visible. The sun is so bright that the special eyewear I bought isn't enough. I switched to glass used by welders to view the eclipse. Then the wait begins. Nearly 2 hours later, at exactly 4:13 and 55 seconds, the moment we've been waiting for, the ring of fire. People let out cheers of excitement and even set off fireworks in celebration. So we're in Chie right now, and the ring of fire just passed over us. Actually, you can see that the sky is a lot darker than it usually should be, and it's pretty funny because the weather kind of cooled down, and it's actually pretty comfortable about here. whereas it was really hot and muggy during the day. The crowd here was ecstatic. We heard a few fireworks go off. Let me just show you what we're working with. We're on the rooftop of the place where I'm staying at, and everybody is just fraught with excitement and a lot of fun. So that was the eclipse, and looking at it and just watching the moon move slowly over the sun until it formed that ring. Lasted probably about 20 seconds, but it was really, really gorgeous, and I'm glad I came down here and made the trip for it. It was a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Next time it's going to happen is 195 years. The ring of fire lasts a mere 20 seconds or so. I think my friend Chris said it best when he said, short as it was, in the moment, I can't help but feel like I've become a part of history.
That was cool. Now, Leslie, was it worth a 6-hour trip to and from Tsai?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Natalie. There were moments where I was driving down and I was being like, "What am I doing?" But it really was worth it in the end. Luckily, I won't have to do it for another 195 years, so it was very worth it.
Now, where were you standing? It looked like you were standing on top of a building.
Yeah, that was the place I was staying. It was the hotel, and I planned to go to Nangu Gongyuan, so National Palace Museum, the southern branch. But when I checked in, they were just like, "We have a rooftop party."
That's perfect. It looked like a nice private, party.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
very nice. Did you get to see it, Natalie?
I did not. I didn't have any glasses or anything. I was in Kaohsiung. I could have caught it with some others, but not prepared like you.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared either. I was sleeping.
Don't worry, Andrew, because this week's hashtag Taiwan is just for guys like you and Natalie.
Awesome. Let's check it out.
This week on hashtag Taiwan, I want to talk to you about FOMO. What's FOMO, you ask? Well, it's the fear of missing out. On June 21st, parts of Taiwan were treated to a rare solar eclipse that won't happen again for another 195 years. And when I say parts of Taiwan, I actually mean the parts between these two lines. What does annular mean? It means that the moon blocks out the center of the sun, creating a ring of fire. If you're feeling FOMO because you missed the eclipse, don't you worry, because the internet's got your back. Taiwan's Central Weather Bureau streamed the eclipse using advanced telescopic equipment, offering a clearer picture than what we got in southern Taiwan. And the best part of it is you could do it in the air-conditioned comfort of your own home. Even more creative were people's attempts to create their own eclipse. The Oceans Affairs Council got cheeky posting this picture a day before the eclipse even happened. But take a closer look. That's not an eclipse. That's a rubber band. A lot of people made their own rubber band eclipses, but my favorite is by Summer Tsai. She used her dog as a black background for the rubber band. Just look at that face. Resident RTI foodie Andrew Ryan tweeted, "Just a tiny bit disappointed that nobody posted a picture of a sun cake with a huge bite mark. I feel like that's the Taiwan foodie content that we need and deserve." Don't worry, Andrew, Transportation Minister Ling Jialong's got you covered. But first, a Chinese lesson. Means sun, which is represented here by a sun cake. Huan refers to the ring of fire that occurs when the moon is completely in front of the sun, represented here by a sun cake with the center taken out. Huan Si is the proper noun for annular solar eclipse. The shi that's written here means to eat, because during an eclipse it looks like the moon is eating the sun. Learning languages is a lot easier with visual aids. So here is Minister Lin chowing down on a centerless sun cake to demonstrate literally Huan Shi. Finally, some people online realized that you don't need to wait 195 years to see another eclipse. For example, Foreign Ministry photographer Eric Hu took this picture of what looks like an eclipse. On closer inspection, that's not the moon, that's a weather ball blocking out the sun. Here's another picture of an eclipse produced with a water tower and a crafty angle. What's the lesson here? Well, with a little bit of imagination, you don't have to worry about FOMO.
In today's Taiwan Explained, we're going to be talking about the dragon boat races which are going up this weekend. And to have a little bit more fun with it, we're doing it as a quiz.
Yay!
So on buzzer number 1, we have Natalie So. Buzzer number 2, we have Leslie Liao. And I'm correct in assuming that neither one of you has done dragon boat races before.
That's right.
That is the truth.
We look like we can handle it right now.
think you'd be great. What are you talking about? The Taiwan Insider team. Now, I have done dragon boat racing before, but it was many, many, many years ago. If you guys do well enough in this quiz, I will show you some photos.
Oh, I'd like to see those.
Big money.
From a long time ago. Leslie's perked up. He's
Playing
excited
for big
now.
money. Playing for big money. Let's go.
Just a little hint, I actually have a lot of hair in those photos, so you'll want to watch all the way to the end of today's show. Are you ready?
Yes.
First question. What do dragon boaters use to propel themselves forward?
Oars?
Leslie. Oars?
Oars?
Wrong.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, keep thinking,
Paddles.
guys. Paddles. That is correct. Let's have a look at the answer.
Oh, paddles, yeah.
Oh,
Paddles,
Okay, this
that's
is
right.
very important. So paddling is what they do on dragon boats. In canoes, they also paddle. But when you're rowing, that is when you use oars. Natalie, can you show me how you would use a paddle in a dragon boat?
Like this? I have no idea.
Leslie?
Like this?
Like that?
Actually, you guys are doing exactly right.
Are
So
you
basically,
serious?
you hold the paddle with two hands and you pull alongside the boat, propelling yourself forward. So the difference with rowing is you use an oar, it's affixed to the side of the boat usually, and you use it as a lever to push yourself backwards. So with dragon boat, you're going forwards. With a rowing, in a rowing boat, with crew, you're going backwards.
I didn't realize.
And cruise on two sides, right?
Well, it
Or
can
is it
be.
just one on each
I mean,
side?
I think it's usually on one side as
Okay,
well.
okay.
Yeah. So kayaking could be on two sides.
Okay.
But now we're getting too complex for me. This is above my pay grade. All right, let's move on to the next question. How many people are in a standard dragon boat at the Taipei International Dragon Boat Races? Whoever gets closest gets the point.
The people who.
The team.
In the boat. How many people in a boat? Yep.
I'm gonna say
Leslie.
14.
14?
16?
16? All right, let's have a look at the answer.
Oh, wow, that many people.
21
We
is
need
a
a big
standard
team.
boat. The smaller boats have fewer people. But if you look at that picture, you'll see at the very front of the boat is the flag catcher. And what happens is at the end of the race, the flag catcher has to jump up, grab the flag, and whoever grabs the flag wins. Okay, so that's very important. Also, you have a drummer, who's usually the coach, a steers person, who's in the back. That's a tough job. And then you have 18 paddlers. So 21
Cool.
is standard.
No
That's
idea.
really cool.
How long is the race in Taipei? Like distance.
Oh, I wonder how long
I
does
thought
it
you were
take?
time.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
Rowing.
2 kilometers.
2 kilometers. Okay.
Rowing.
That's
no
a
idea.
That's spaghetti arms.
Leslie, what are you going to say?
300 meters.
300 meters? All right, let's have a look at the answer.
500 meters.
500 meters is. How long do you think it takes
I don't know.
for a fast team? I'll tell you the answer. This
Yeah.
is too hard. Usually, the first place team, it takes about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds for the first place team
Cool.
to come in. And when you're rowing, or where you're paddling, sorry, I said it wrong. When you're paddling full speed, that is a lot of energy.
Yeah, it sounds.
I know people get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to practice for weeks, right?
I did for a couple months. 6 o'clock,
Months,
6 to 9 every morning, Monday through Friday, to prepare for it.
It's a good workout.
I think you guys did well
Good
enough
training.
to
Okay.
see some pictures.
Yes.
All right, we want to see
So
the pictures.
Let's have a look at a very young Andrew doing Dragon Boat.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Upper right-hand corner, that is me holding the National Taiwan Normal University Mandarin Training Center flag. The top left is us in the boats. That's our team pulling ahead. Bottom left, you can see we actually won the international division at the Taipei race. We then lost by like 3 boat lengths to some strapping young lads, firemen if I remember correctly.
Fireman, wow.
That's tough.
We forgive you
That's
for that.
tough.
Woof. And then another look at the photo there. In the bottom right-hand corner is, you can see me in a boat. And the arrow is pointing to me.
Cool.
So you can see I was
You look
actually
so
in
healthy.
a boat. I did back then.
So fit. No.
And so hairy on top of my head. So there you have it. I hope that everybody will check out the races. We're going to leave a link to the official website for the races on Friday and Saturday this year in the show notes below. if you have an opportunity, do check it out. It's a great time, and it'll be a great way to celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival.
Have you ever wondered how many Taiwanese items you have in your home and what those things say about your connection to Taiwan? Well, that's what our new game, Taiwan Face Off, is all about. You've played it before. Was it fun?
Yeah, I lost to Mr. Dragon Boat over there, so I still have nightmares.
Well, this week we've invited two very fascinating Taiwanese Americans in Northern California to play. Welcome to another Taiwan Face-Off. I'm very happy to have with me, right next to me, Stephanie Lin. She is the first Taiwanese American Miss Asian America, also award-winning TV reporter at KCRA, based in Sacramento. But you look like you're in Taipei right now. What is that behind you?
Yeah, I have Taipei 101 behind me, so I wanted to get into the spirit of things, so I put this up as a backdrop.
And I love how much Taiwanese American pride both of you have. And we also have with us the founder of TaiwaneseAmerican.org, Tsai, who is also a doctor by day, sometimes at night as well.
Actually, I work mostly at night. I do a lot of nighttime shifts, actually.
You guys know the rules. Let me tell you just very quickly. I'm going to name off one category of item, and you can bring as many that fall in that category as you want and share with us, okay? So the first thing is what we all love, Taiwanese snacks.
One of those Yakult sort of gummies.
Wow.
I'm not sure if that's really Taiwanese, but you know. And then obviously there's the real thing.
Wow.
I've got
that's 2 points.
chocolate. Does that count? From Taiwan?
Sure.
Boba chocolate. Boba covered chocolate.
You mean the tapioca pearls are chocolate flavored?
Yeah, the pearls are inside and it's covered with chocolate. It's from like the 7-Eleven in Taiwan. It's not quite snack, but my zongzi, the bazang.
Wow. Getting ready for Dragon Boat, right?
The little ice cream bars, the boba with
boba
flavored with boba inside.
Oh, that's great. So you're eating a lot of boba related stuff all the time, huh?
Yeah, this is so bad. It just kind of reveals how bad my diet is sometimes.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
I love this. This is very good. It's one of my favorites. I don't know what this is. Can you see this? And then I also have more healthy food. I have this. And I have ramen.
So that's 4 for Stephanie and 6 for Ho-Chi. Yay, you guys are great. Now the next item is a rice cooker.
Yay!
Wow, that's
my rice cooker. Oh, see,
that counts.
That's awesome.
Okay, the next item or items are T-shirts with something related to Taiwan on it.
Oh,
T-shirts with something related to Taiwan. I'm sure you have.
Well, that's not fair.
Oh, this is gonna totally be not fair. I only brought a small stack, and here's some of them.
Wow, that shows how much Taiwanese pride you have.
It just shows how old I am and how long I've been going to Chinese American community events and conferences.
Well, show us some of your favorite ones.
One of my favorites is still the I wear bubble tees design.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of rice cookers, I should have even thought of this. Like one of our other past T-shirts was one with a little rice cooker design on that as well. Our most popular one was the stinky tofu.
Oh, wow. This is great.
The tofu walks alone. Plug for my Boba Guys friends, but I guess the only thing is Taiwanese about it is the Boba Guys. From 10 years ago, this is the Write in Taiwanese campaign for the U.S. Census. So we want people to identify their heritage as Taiwanese so that we can get counted and obviously have the recognition we deserve as a community. And along with that comes funding.
Okay, I'll give you 10 points for all those shirts.
All right, yeah, there's going to be a maximum on that one.
I do have a fair number of shirts that are Taiwan related. They're just back in San Jose. I'm in Sacramento right now. So this is the one that I do have, which is, this is actually from the Taiwanese American Cultural Festival too. The performers actually gave me this one.
So one more thing for you guys to look for, a picture of you in Taiwan.
For a period of time, I was a spokesperson for the Taiwanese fashion brand Melita. So this is me in one of the malls. I think this is when I was in Ximending, and there's this giant, I'm standing next to a giant thing of boba. Oh, this is of you and me, Natalie.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun. You're a great interviewer.
I'm going to give you like 6 points for all that, right?
Oh, yeah, I'll take 6 points. I'll do it.
extra points. So you have 12 points now. But Ho Chi already has 17 points because of all those t-shirts.
I'm putting up as best of a fight as I can.
All right, I've got a couple photos. So I was in Taiwan with my dad back in January of 2019. So here's one of our destinations. This is at the Shinbeito Hot Springs, one of the hotels. We went to the top of Alisan and to watch the sunset. And to get there, you have to actually take the old rail trains.
Oh, that's such a cute train. Oh, it's beautiful. Ho Chi won.
Oh, that's it. That was it.
I will say I have an unfair advantage. I have like tons of Taiwanese American stuff sitting around. People send me things all the time, and I collect things, and I have a huge library of Taiwanese stuff. So
Wow.
it's totally not fair to Stephanie, and I admit that.
What do you guys miss most about Taiwan?
Cousins, uncles, aunts. Obviously, the food is a big one, but just the ambiance. Going out to the temple and you smell the incense and you see the people praying there. Just scenes like that. You don't get that here in the U.S. and I do miss that.
Yeah, that's similar for me. There was that particular hour toward the end of the day when the sun's setting and it's starting to feel a little cooler, and you start to get a sense that people are coming out towards the night markets and the nighttime activities, walking around, and for some reason that just has just a super nice nostalgic sort of feeling for me from all the times I visited Taiwan.
Great. Well, we hope you guys come back soon, and thank you for promoting so much Taiwanese American pride in America. It's wonderful what you guys are doing.
Thanks, Natalie.
Bye.
Thank you. Take care. Stay healthy, everybody.
In our news quiz this week, we're going to see if these two guys have been paying attention to anything else besides the eclipse.
The answer is no.
Okay, 60 seconds to guess as many questions as you can. Ready, go. Who is the KMT candidate for the Kaohsiung by-election?
It's one of the
I
city
just saw
council
it this morning.
woman.
I can't
It's
remember
a
her
woman.
name.
Kaohsiung City Council.
Li Meizhen.
Very good. Li Meizhen. Good job. What important plane took off on its inaugural flight on Monday?
An
indigenous,
eagle,
brave eagle.
Brave Eagle.
trainer.
Great. It's
Indigenous
our
jet
indigenous
fighter.
advanced jet trainer. Good job. How many times have Chinese military jets flown around Taiwan this month?
10 times?
9 times?
7 times. Feels like 10 times, right? This Tuesday, Taiwan saw the highest temperatures of the year. They're also the second highest June temperature since 1896. How hot was it?
38.4 degrees.
Very good. That's 101 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa.
What does Ilan County plan to call the Diaoyutais after Japan changed the name to Tono Shiro Senkakus?
I know this. It's Tochen Diaoyutai.
Very good, Andrew. Okay, where was Health Minister Chen Shizhong this week to promote the arts?
Oh.
He was at a movie theater.
That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure which movie
It
theater,
doesn't
but he
matter.
was at a movie theater. Okay.
Okay, and a bonus question.
Yep.
Who has been adjusting well after being released for about a month?
Is it an animal?
It's a Formosan
Yeah.
black bear, I think.
That's right. Let's take a look at the picture. Formosan black bear cub is named Mulas, and he was orphaned last year. The Taidong forest officials took him in for 10 months, trained him on survival skills. And you know, in the past month, he's climbed the equivalent of 6,000 stories
Whoa.
out in the wild. So he's very
such a
active
good
and
bear.
healthy
He's
and
such a
doing
good
well.
bear.
I love Formosan
Go
black
Raiders.
bears, man. They're so great. They're a wonderful animal.
So that is our news quiz for the week.
All right, like any proper Dragon Boat festival, we're going to finish off today with some zongzi. And these, little shout out to my godmother down in Taidong, Chemama. These are handmade by her.
Smell
They
really
look
good,
so
man.
good.
And she wraps hers in shellflower leaves, so they have the fragrance of the leaves.
Awesome.
Oh, that's good.
We don't want to make you feel bad.
That's really good.
So there's pork in here and mushrooms. Thank you so much.
A very happy Dragon Boat Festival to all of you.
We want to thank you for joining us for this inside look at Taiwan this week. Be sure to connect with us on social media.
Yes, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. For Taiwan Insider, I'm Natalie So.
I'm Leslie Liao.
And I'm Andrew Ryan. Happy Dragon Boat Festival.